So welcome, I'm your theloladass. Gonna record this for my new YouTube channel, the patch notes for Paladins, because it's possible yet to do it, and and I'm gonna record from the PTS2, the skins, and then the new champion, only to be on the new YouTube channel. Because if you didn't saw the information yet, you should check out to know what happened with the old YouTube channel. So in these Paladins, this patch notes is called Paladins Shadows, because it introduces the new champion for the game, and at the same time new information for what it's coming for Paladins. So a new champion, Vatu, the Shadow. Here is the lore for him. Beyond every door of man is the fear of darkness. In the corner of dimly lit room, it is the unknown, the terror without a form, but with a name, the Shadow. Vatu's origins are shrouded in the same shadow used as the weapon. Is the knife in the night, ending an eternal conflict. Is the untimely death, never confirmed as accidental. He and Thousand Hands Guild have an understanding. They provide him with work and money, and he takes care of their problems. The only thing clear is his action and his desire to protect his scattering people, and his deadly capability to do so. Wielding sharp kunai and mysterious shadow magic, Vatu will take care of business with ruthless efficiency, matched only by his strict code of ethics. His are not the eyes you want to see staring back at you from the darkness, for by that time it's already too late. So, like, it's explained a little bit of his lore, showing people were saying maybe he works for the Thousand Hands Guild, but like he said, he works to gain some money for that, but he is not from that guild, because he protects the people from scattering like that. And at the same time, on the trailer you saw that Vora is after him, because they know he's a strong champion and they want to take care of him, and he shows that he doesn't fear the darkness because he lives in the shadow, so he doesn't fear them. And the character seems cool, like they even explained it. Koga was a ninja, but it was like a futuristic ninja, right? So it give an opportunity for Paladins to create a new style of ninja, like the old ninjas, right? Is like that style of old ninjas, like from Naruto and from other games, that the old style of a ninja. So like that, they had the opportunity to create, and not say that he belongs to the same from Koga. Because Koga was like a futuristic ninja, because he didn't have kunais, nothing like that. It was two machine guns. And in here is the old ninjas that they use kunais and like that. So, and at the same time, in terms of artwork for the character like that, it's very awesome. It shows that lately, like Hi-Rez has been doing great work in terms of artwork for the characters, and in terms of trailers, like creating hype for those characters have been very good. And at the same time, you can see that nowadays the lore of the characters for each champion, it's very good. Like, it's not like randomly, the lore is explained by detail. Of course, for this they only talk about the Thousand Hands Guild and scattering, because it's like creating new lore for the game at the same time, so it's very good. The overview, whole flank, of course, a ninja is always a flank, like Koga. Health 1900, so low health. Upon kunai, launch 3 kunai in a arc from your hands every 0.9 seconds, deal 300 damage per kunai, has a maximum count of 5, and is fully effective up to 75 units, so it's like if you are close range, you do more damage. Mid range, you're gonna do mediocre damage. Long range, you do less damage. So you want to be always near, between medium range, close range, do so good damage. Long range, you're gonna do no damage almost. So like that, what they are doing is you need to be close range to do the max damage that you can. Then alternate fire, shadow bombs, throw out 3 explosive projects that stick to their target and explode after 0.3 seconds. Each explosive deals 10 damage on hit, and additional 200 damage in rates of 10 units of explosion. Has a range of 150 units before auto explode in the air. So like you can throw to enemy, right? You have to aim. You can aim and throw to enemy and sticks on that enemy, and those emits a damage, minimum damage, and then when it explodes, as a radius. So if another enemy is near to that has the bomb, it's gonna be hurt at the same time. But you don't need to aim. You can throw to the ground, and of course it doesn't deal minimum damage, only when it explodes. So you can do that. Throw to the air, of course. They auto explode passing a certain time, so you need to be careful always. And then ability 1, ambush, teleport next to your target dealing 200 damage. This ability can be refired a second time with 4 seconds on a different target. Damage is in a 20 unit radius and is fully effective up to 10 units. Teleport has a range of 85 units, meaning that you cannot spam, like you need to be certain range to use it. And it's always good, like you go to an enemy, go there, do damage and go to other enemy, like it's in range and do go there too. So it has good ability to be as a flanker. Then dash, click dash 40 units in direction you are moving, reducing the damage you take by 60% during dash as free charge. So that's always good. That you take the damage that you take during the dash is 60% less, because like it's not that it's gonna be hard to the enemies to hit, like they can see you dashing, but doing this reducing damage, they say like, okay, use the dash, you can use dash in front of the enemies to take less damage, like it's like a shield. So not bad as ability. And then Nightfall, activate to start charging up, reactivate to dash forward extremely quickly through enemies dealing 800 damage and stunning enemies hit for 1.25 seconds. Distance increase with charge duration. You are immune to ground control, that's always good, because if you are charging you don't want to be a CC like oh, I'm gonna stun and your ultimate is cancelled. No, so these are always good that they put. While charging, medium charge is 0.5 seconds, maximum charge is 2 seconds, and will automatic fire after 3 seconds, cannot be cancelled, meaning that when you are using the ability, you are immediately you are using the ability, you cannot cancel anymore. It's like it's done. Then it's like if you press immediately, right? Like the range is gonna be medium. If you want to pass through a lot of enemies, like you can during 2 seconds you can ult, right? And if past 3 seconds it automatically goes, but at least it's good, because if enemies are in line, you use it, you pass through a lot of enemies and you stun them. So that's always cool as an ability. At the same time, I think you can escape with this ability too. Like, oh no, I'm in danger, so you can escape with this ultimate, so not bad at all. It seems like it doesn't have a lot of abilities to do damage. It's more like go to the enemy, do a damage, get the fuck out from there, nothing more. Then we have the talent, so default omnipresence, your ambush gains an additional charge and can now be used on allies. So instead of being to the, you can only use 2 times and you was on enemies, you gain 1 more charge, so it means that you are free and you can be used on allies. Like, can be broken, you can see like a strong talent, right? So in my opinion, if they see, if a lot of people say that it's too strong, this talent, what I would say is like for devs is take out the additional charge. I will remove this and only say can be used on allies. Only if the player starts to say that it's too strong and the developer see too that it's too strong, the only thing that I will do on this talent is remove the additional charge. The rest I will let it be. Because having 2 allies is like you can go to the end and go back to your teammate and it's done. It's always good. Then level 2, unerring, increase the explosion of radius shadow bombs by 5 units and they know home to enemies. When they say this home, like people can like be like what this mean? So home is like with shadow bombs you need to aim to the enemies, or you can throw to the air or to the ground, right? But if you want to stick on enemies, you need to aim. With this talent, you don't need to aim to the enemies. You can throw to their side, and that goes immediately to the enemy, meaning that automatically goes for the enemy that you want. Yes, can be like, this so unskilled, like you don't need to aim, like it goes to the enemy. Yes, like okay, it's kind of sucks because you want that game requires skill. This talent shows that you don't need skill to aim to throw these shadow bombs, but at the same time, it's like the shadow bombs don't do a lot of damage. That's why they put this. But I'm not gonna see a lot. We're not gonna see a lot of people using this talent. And then we have the level 8 talent, enveloping shadows. Reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities by 50% after hitting an enemy with at least one kunai. This can be activated only once per throw. So can be broken too at the same time. It's like people can say, it's the best one. Like reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities by 50%. I think it's a lot. Maybe if they see that it's too strong, maybe reduce to 10%. Could be. But for now it's like only playing that you can see and give the feedback. Then of course we have the cards. The artworks of the cards, a lot of people don't understand, but these artworks that they put in here explain the lore of the characters. If you don't know about that, they explain it that this artworks is not randomly, it's telling the lore of the characters. Of course, sometimes it's hard to understand, but it's what they want to do with this. So these for shadow bombs, these the cards for ambush, these the cards for dash. You can see that the artworks are very awesome to see. Then we have the cards for yapper and armor. You can see in here some lore like someone telling him something. Then nothing more. Then we have the cosmetics. So Duty, that is a limited skin, that is Vatu without his mask, is showing his face to everyone. You see that he has 2 horns, one is broken, so like that. So this skin is unlocked through Season Pass 2021. So if you already have this Season Pass, you receive the skin when the patch comes. If you want to have this skin but you don't have Season Pass, you have to buy the Season Pass. This skin will become unavailable after Season Pass has finished, of course. Then we have the Sorrow, that is a green skin that is available for 200 credits or 60,000 gold. If you have 60,000 gold, you can buy the skin. And then the Golden Vat is always the best skins, because the golden is always a good thing because it's gold and black at the same time. That's obtained always by level 50. Then we have the emotes of him, the default, as you can see, his tail, he's doing that. The meditation, that's only available by Season Pass. The MV pulse, the default, and the poison, that's available through Season Pass too. So if you want a lot of things of him, you need to have the Season Pass. Then we have the Beach Bash Event Pass. So this is always about the summer like that, because this patch will come on May, but then we have to wait 2 months to a new patch come. So they immediately put on this patch the Beach Bash Event Pass that is celebrating the summer. They already do this through a lot, like last year they do too, because it's always to celebrate the summer. So here is saying that heat waves with our latest event pass, Beach Bash, instant to lock Shore Patrol Octavia. For purchase, if you buy the this event pass, you receive immediately the Patrol Octavia and lock 24 levels of reward as you play and complete the Trials of Realm. Players can also purchase a buy all option to get all content in the Beach Pass event pass instantly. So you have 2 ways: or you buy the Beach Pass, the event pass, right? You receive the skin Patrol Octavia, or you can buy the option buy all that you receive everything from the event pass. So instant unlocks exclude to event pass purchasers. The Beachside Octavia, 50% experience and gold boost. So the skin is not bad. They put this weapon that fires like water. That's always good. Then level 12 you have the Ripjaw Buck. So Buck as a shark. That's always amazing when they do that. Like at Androxus, they had the werewolf Androxus, I think it is. Or no, that is from Victor, right? That's werewolf. So that's always amazing, showing that they know what to do, and showing these sharks always good. The level 18 Great Orange Buck, that is free, meaning if you don't buy the pass you receive this skin for free. So not bad at all too. they say great orange bug, but it's like kind of rosé like that, the skin, but it's not bad. Then we have the level 24 Freedom Fighter Octavia that is celebrating the 4th of July on America. That is not bad. They didn't show this on the showcase because they didn't have in game. But the thing that shades like the air like shows the stars of United States, so always good, and the skin is amazing too. Then other event pass exclusive unlocks, you have the sprays, these amazing, these sprays, always, the 3D sprays, the avatars, you can say who the fuck is this? You're gonna see what it is. The MV pose, the cuddles EO, that's amazing. The emotes walk without rhythm atlas is like meh. And death card, it's amazing too, that I think this Koga, if it's not Koga, it's Fernando kissing his muscles. Then Trials of Realm, if you like new trials and rewards await you with the release of Shadows Patch. Complete this challenge each week to unlock a variety of cosmetics, currency and XP. So this is the trial schedule. The Temple Isle unlock on May 26, so it means that's when the patch will come. Eastern Reach unlocks on June 2nd, Trade Row unlocks June 9th, Abyss unlocks June 16th, Crosswind All unlocks June 23rd, Warda's Watch unlocks June 30th, Aiko Thunder unlocks July 17th, and Lunar Coast unlocks July 24th. Then unlocks General 300 crystals, 120,000 gold, 6 time event pass levels, event pass team booster and skin boosters, and the emotes we have Ryzen Corvus, the MV pulse you have Guns Out Rokus, and also Spike Vora, and Avatar Sun, Sand and Salt. And static spray, my muse. And 3D spray is a feeding frenzy that is only fish around you, and the fishbowl, that's amazing. The fishbowl is amazing. Then we have Jaguar Falls visual update that they are doing through to all maps, because some maps, like we had one that was telling more lore about the game, that's always good. In here, like this one was one of the maps that still was doing the reworked, right, the visual updates. They are doing because if you play the old, like how the maps were, like in terms of graphics, it was like you could see that didn't have no design. It was like it's like didn't have graphics, the stones like that. So now they are doing this, that's improving like that. So it's always good because the maps weren't very good, right? So they are improving in terms of graphic wise the game. So explaining everything, showing like you can see the difference, everything well designed now, so not bad at all. Then we have limited time modes, so these a lot that will come in the future for the game. So play Paladins in new and exciting ways with very limited time modes called LTMS. The Shadow Patch will feature 8 unique modes that rotate through the patch cycle. Remember about this. Each week there will be 2 limited modes available. Each week, like they are saying, each week, 2 limited time modes available. One on Tuesday and Wednesday, and another Saturday and Sunday. Here's a quick preview on what to expect. So the first two limited time modes that will be in the first week that the patch comes. Hide and Seek, who shot first. Everyone plays this team damage as tricks with unlimited stealth charge, increased damage and movement speed and reduce cooldown, and knock around. Try and stay ground as Ash or Bomb King on Throne. Normal abilities and in-hand deals reduce damage, but cooldowns are reduced and knockbacks are 50% increased effectiveness. So it's now explaining here. Development type. This is the first in a multi-step plan over the next year for players to engage with Paladins in new ways. For now, we have created resources that allow us to continue creating uniquely timed modes for our players without a large amount of developer overhead, and in the future we will be exploit the following. So overhead meaning that not think a lot, not making the developers get burned out, so meaning that they are, for now it's being easy to create, but they don't want to make a lot at the same time because the developers will get burned out only to try out every limited time mode. That's always great because you don't want developers to get burned out. So now what you can expect: continue develop limited time modes resource. Expect more than these initial 8. Of course, in here they don't say what are the initial 8. They only say 2. That's kind of weird. Updating our custom game modes and exposing some of these features to players. We want to create a toolbox so you can all create your own custom games with friends, blending custom game modifiers and in-house rules. So that's always very good. Of course, it's gonna take some time to do that. Larger investment, limited time modes that you can change how you engage with paladins. So example, Dragon Skull, that was one that existed. Then investigate, as you can see, investigating all game modes such as Dragon Call and Payload as limited time modes, and then explaining why they put investigating like that. I would like to set some clear expectations with you all. We cannot promise a return of these modes at this time, that is Dragon Call and Payload. There are only plans to investigate the work required to bring them back. We are aware that many people have fond memories of Payload, that like me, I played the closed beta and the mode was the Payload. But it only accounted for a small percentage of match where it was removed years ago. We want to make sure we are spending our resources on the best things for Paladins as a whole. So if an excessive amount of work is required, we may choose to focus those resources on other items in the list. So if you don't know, the old coders for Paladins, they don't work anymore on the game. That they start to do with the game, the coders that write the codes for the game, they don't work anymore on Paladins. And so new coders are working on Paladins. So meaning that the game has tons of bugs because new coders are writing new lines. And like people say, there's too many bugs, why they don't fix? Because, and they explain about that too, that if they want to delete a lot of these bugs, they need to shut down Paladins, rewrite every line that the old coders put, and like that the game will be having a lot of bugs. So what they explain is that it's not easy with the new the coders that are making the lines to bring back Dragon Skull and Payload. Mainly Payload, because Payload was from the beginning, when game came out on closed beta, was the mode that people could play, that was the Payload. That if you remember, it was 2 points that both teams had to capture. One team was going to the other and the other team was going to other point, and then they had to fight to conquer those points to bring the payload to knock back the front door, and then go through front doors and then go to the vault to destroy, and they will win the game. So the payload was with the old coders. So the new coders, to bring that back, it will require a lot of resource. Will bring a lot of resource. So that's why they say if they see that there is a lot of excessive amount of work required and a lot of resource to bring back that, it's better not to waste those resources in the mode, the payload, and put in the other things that the game needs. Because when they talk about resources, a lot of people working on that mode, a lot of money waste in there, because like they say, payload didn't have a lot of people playing. So that's why they talk about that, and they put investigating in there for those two, and mainly they talk about the payload. I understand that people want that because it was a fun mode, but they need to see how much work, how much resource it's needed, and if there is a lot of people that want to play the payloads. So I understand why why they put that. So now customizations, so skins, right? It's they put customization, but it's skins. So Lifeguard Tiberius, so as you can see, with a different color for Tiberius, and it's an amazing skin. I have to give thumbs up, the skin is very good. So available for summer fun chests. This is the only way it's skins, but it's only on chests, don't forget. So this skin is only available on the summer fun chests. Lady Liberty Inara, available from the cookout chest. This is to celebrate the 4th of July. And then we have a mount that's Wing of Liberty mount, that's to celebrate 4th of July, that comes out on available on from the cookout chest. Then we have the Golden Ink, and we have the Golden Towels. Both are good skins because it's the golden skins always. So now the chest, Summer Fun, that's gonna be new. That's where is the Tiberius, the skin for Tiberius is in here. Cost 400 crystals and come out on June 9. Here it is, Lifeguard Tiberius. The Lost Treasure, that's a new tool, that's 400 crystals, released June 23. And these are the skins that comes out. And then we have the Cookout, that price is 400 crystals, and the release date is May 26. That's gonna be when the patch comes out. This is gonna be the first chest. That's where is the Lady Liberty Inara and Wings of Liberty mount. So if you want that, you can go and down that chest when the patch comes out. Then the rank updates. So we are pushing back the next ranked split to the following patch. This will be a large mid-season balance update that will see talent reworks, ability and card balance, and item store change. So what they are saying is like, okay, this patch, because if to each patch they always do a ranked split. And that's always a good thing to do, but like they are saying there, they are gonna delay that ranked split because they will release a large mid-season balance patch to put new things on the game. That is the talent rework to be different, ability and card balance to balance everything that the game has, like the cards and abilities. That's gonna be a huge patch. That's why it's called large mid-season balance patch. And item store change at the same time, because like every game does this always. Certain games is triggered by seasons. On Paladins is always in mid season that they do, because like that then the game starts to be different throughout the rest of the year. It's gonna be huge, so that's why they are delaying the ranked splits. Then the matchmaking updates. Normal wait is gonna be 480 seconds. This is the time the matchmaker takes to try and find an ideal match for players. It looks for players of similar ranks and tries to find a balanced match between player MMRs. So this is always a very good thing to do. Of course, the normal wait is gonna be increased because to try to find that. And then over time, that's gonna be 300 seconds. After the normal wait time, the matchmaker extends its boundaries to allow players of wider skill gap into match. This helps ensure players at multiple standards deviation away from the top of the bell curve can still get matched depending on their serve and time of the day. So always good. So you need to wait this time, and then after this time pass, you have the overtime. So meaning that for high ranked players, it's gonna take a lot of time to find match because they are trying to find similar MMR. Always like that. That's a good thing, of course. It can tire people of waiting. Then we have Hakka Map Quotation, always like that. You know about that. So the balance, champions and rocks, quick draw. It was they eliminate this, and new eating a player with revolve heals you for 50-15. So like Androx doesn't have a lot of health and is a flanker. Putting these to heal like when you hit can be good, yes, but can be like kinda strong at the same time. Can be, it depends, like sometimes it depends of the play if he's a good Androx player. So we have to wait and see if gonna make him too strong. Furia talent, exterminate, reduce the additional damage to 75% because Furia was always a support being played. And a lot of people were using that talent, of course. Grok abilities, Elite Totem, cooldown now occurs simultaneously. So here explain how it works now. So previously was like this, as you can see, and now it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna be different how it is. It is always good how explain how it now gonna work than before how it was. Then Grover abilities, Whirlwinds, activated Whirlwind now expand 20% ultimate charge instantly and then drain the remaining over its duration. Players will retain retain any remaining ultimate charge if they die or cancel the ability before it finishes. 100% ultimate charge is still required for activation. So, and then the talents Deep Rots reduce maximum bounce to 3. Then we have Kinessa, the cards to grit, hitting an enemy with fully charged sniper mode shot heals you for 50-50, so immune and nerf. Then Lex cards, the Hunted, you gain, now it's gonna be 55% lifesteal against your retribution target. Octavia, that's a new champion, marksman rifle, using designated sights, reduce the damage, so immediate a huge nerf. Reduce bullet spread and recoil. I think that is kinda to make the game less skill. You have to say this because like they are saying like reduce the bullet spread and recoil. It's like trying to copy Call of Duty that is for unskilled players. Reduce damage fall off at extended range. Same thing that I was saying. Try to copy Call of Duty. That's people that don't require skill to fire like a crazy dude. Hip fire increase damage. Increase the damage to 250, increase accuracy 94%, and increase damage fall off. Then we have Tiberius, abilities heavy blade, reduced slow to 30%. That's always good because when you have the slow CC like that, that's 50 or above 50%. It's kind of stupid to have that because you have to understand that slow silence route like that you aren't always below 50% like that, you are not stuck always in that place. And then reduce the slow duration to 2 seconds, same thing. You don't want above 3 seconds or 3 seconds, you want always between 1.25 seconds, always like that. Zin, talent, guillotine, reduce the damage to 20% and remove ultimate charge rate increase. Then of course we have the bug fix for the game because like I explained on limited time modes that the game has a lot of bugs because the old coders for the game are already not working on the game anymore and new coders came but they couldn't find the way that they were writing those codes. So like I said, if they wanted to take out a lot of these bugs, they needed to shut down the Paladins and rewrite all the codes, and that's not easy because they even explained it. Doing that will kill the game because people were like they said, it will take out at least 6 months only to rewrite every code. So people say, I don't care anymore about Paladins, I will give up. So that's why they don't shut down Paladins. That's one of the problems why the game has tons of bugs. That's why. But yeah, it's a good patch, like new champion. A new champ that seems interesting for the game. I always try, like those that have new abilities for the game, of course. Right? It's like the abilities are like, I'm not going to say a copy of each other, but it's like nothing new. Like in terms of Vora and Octavia, they add new abilities for the game. This doesn't bring new abilities because it's a ninja. It's a ninja. So, and then of course the Jaguar Falls visual update, the new map, having those updates, that's always good because you want that. And of course the limited time modes that they want to bring new stuff for the game, for new content for the game, of course. Like that, people that don't want to play ranks, they can have new ways to play the game at the same time. And of course explaining why the payload maybe doesn't come out, because if people understand how everything works behind, if they pay attention when they explain about that, they understand why they talk about maybe it doesn't come the payload. So again, doing these patch notes, the Paladins Shadows Patch Notes, doing that because my old YouTube channel was lit, so I'm bringing this only to make sure that I have these latest patch notes for Paladins. So next I'm gonna bring showing the skins of the new Paladins Shadows Patch Notes that's on PTS, and at the same time showing the champion.